everybody, welcome back. Patricia here with Living Even Keeled. Today I'm going to show you how I tidy and clean my refrigerator. Now, the only thing I really do in terms of daily tidying is put things back where they go. So that falls under the organization category. So really this is a refrigerator organization video. I use just maybe 3 containers, all from Dollar Tree this time. So I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm actually on the cusp of leaving for vacation here. We're going to leave like any minute. So the refrigerator is really empty, but it's a perfect time to show you how I clean it. And then when we get back and I do my first grocery haul, I'll show you where I put everything as well. So as I said, the daily tidying that I do for the refrigerator is putting things back where they go. But there are some other day-to-day tidying I do like once or twice a week or whenever I see needed. So if there's anything really sticky on the handles or if there's a spill, I'll definitely clean that right away. And I wouldn't consider that deep cleaning. Once again, I just think that's cleaning up after yourself. The best tools for the job in this case are just a little simple scrubbing kind of towel, and I use my water vinegar solution for everything. This is an upcycled bottle, it's not actually Mrs. Meyer's. If that doesn't work, even just hot water and a really good strong elbow grease does the trick. So for regular tidying, I'll just go in and wipe up any spills or any crumbs. For deep cleaning, I typically take the shelves out and take them over to the sink and really get in there with hot water and soap. Same thing for these side door organizers, they come out. So I'll take them out, take all the food out, and really give them a big, nice rinse in the sink. You could probably put them in your dishwasher. I've never done that, and this refrigerator isn't ours. As renters, this came with the home, so I like to just be careful with how I clean. I don't use any shelf liner or any like contact paper. I just feel like that's an extra step sometimes, so I just clean the exact drawer itself. So this top shelf is currently empty. This is where we keep our leftovers. So it usually has a lot of Pyrex dishes of last night's dinner that I'll go ahead and use for the next day's lunch. On the second shelf down, you'll see my first organizational tool. So it was just a dollar bin from Dollar Tree. This is where I keep all my cheese. So whether that's a big block of cheese, we usually get a block of cheddar. I have some Parmesan in there. Sometimes I'll have string cheese or something. It all goes in here. And next to it, I keep the eggs. Right now we have an 18 dozen, but we usually have a huge like pallet of eggs from Costco. That does leave a little bit of room here in the front, and sometimes I'll utilize that space, but typically that's all that goes there. On this next shelf down, I keep like tubs of dairy stuff. So I have some crumbled feta cheese, I have our yogurt here, some ricotta. If we have cottage cheese or anything, I like to keep it off to the side. And over here, I keep the tortillas. We always have tortillas, so I have flour and corn. And right now in the very back, I do have some almonds because I think they keep longer if they're refrigerated. If I had a little more room on the door, I would probably transfer them into a jar just to make it look a little nicer. But for now, it's doing the trick to keep them cool. And down here at the very bottom, I keep heavy things. So off to one side, I keep all the beverages. So I have some creamers, almond milk, sparkling water. In the middle, I keep the pickles. We always have pickles in our house and some salsa. And over here, it's empty, but this is where I keep the milk. I think it's really heavy and I'm afraid to put anything too heavy on the top shelves. Way down here is my first drawer, and this is where I keep mostly vegetables. And you'll see my second organizational tool, which is the same blue bin. I use this, right now we have green onion and lime, so I like to separate different things. Sometimes when we would keep garlic in the fridge, we'd put it in there too. I have carrots and a cucumber. If I have lettuce or any Brussels sprouts, green beans, it usually all goes in here. And the very bottom shelf is where the fruit goes. So yes, that was kind of by design. So when Olivia was little, she used to come over here and help herself to apples all the time, and I love that. So I have some apples in here. I do have dried fruit, so this is where I keep our dried apricots. As soon as they're done, I'm gonna get the dried mango that you guys suggested on Instagram. And I have some kiwi and oranges and stuff like that in there. So going over to the door, I can tell you that it already looks a bit excessive. And we do have some splurge items in here that we don't normally have. But I'm gonna start at the top and you'll see my third organizational tool. And it's this little square from Dollar Tree, and then they come in a pack of 2. And they're usually used for office supplies, but I like to keep the butter that's already been opened or sort of cut. You know, sometimes you don't need the full stick of butter for baking. And so these little ones go in here. Right next to it, we keep the packs of butter, and this is cream cheese. We don't usually have it. It was a splurge item, but I like to keep it all in there and contained. Right now up here, we have a lot of beverages. We don't always have this many beverages, but I have some sparkling water and some kombucha. We have our 2 different types of homemade sauerkraut in the back and some fish oil, which I do think keeps longer if you keep your fish oil in the refrigerator as well. I try to be organized with my condiments, but sometimes you just need to put them where they fit. So this is sort of like spicy stuff and sauces. We have peppers and mustard. And down here we have more hot sauces. We use a lot of this stuff in cooking. As I see it, I wonder if we can cut back a bit, but this is what we have for now. And way down here at the very bottom, we have another little drawer, and it has more space. We put things that are taller. And this is empty, but this is where we keep our iced coffee when we make it. We have some peanut butter and like a giant thing of syrup. We got a good deal from Costco, so I just had to get it. So that's it, you guys. That's how I keep my refrigerator tidy. And why am I spending so much time talking about a refrigerator? I think it's important to focus first on the areas that you use most frequently. So back in January, I suggested that you start with your kitchen. I go into this fridge so often that it makes sense to give it a little bit of attention so I can find things quickly and I know where things go. So when I'm cleaning up or come home from the grocery store, it doesn't take too long to put things in their rightful spot. Now this is just what I keep in the refrigerator. I do also have a pantry, and I'd love to share that with you in an upcoming video. So if you want to see it and you're not subscribed, be sure to do so you don't miss my video when it comes out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.